Time, oh yeah, Tootsie Time, oh yeah.
Yo, what's good? It's your girl Tootsie and you're watching Tootsie Time, and I am back with another story time video. Now this one is kind of a long one, so I'm gonna need you to get all the snacks you need. And before I get into this story, I want to give a big shout out to Opinion Outpost, who are actually sponsoring this video. Opinion Outpost is a website where you can take surveys online for free and earn cash money. Okay, you can earn cash or you can earn gift cards, iTunes gift cards, Amazon gift cards, all types of gift cards. And every time you take a survey, you're also entered into a $10,000 quarterly prize draw, and there's countless amount of entries you can have. There's no limit to how many entries you can actually have to enter. Research companies basically need people's opinions to make companies work, so you can do surveys based on anything you're interested in, like, I don't know, food, music, movies, games, like anything. To sign up is completely free, so I'll be leaving the link in the description box for you guys to sign up, take some surveys and earn some cash. Well thought. Now let's get into this story. This story, if you haven't seen by the title, this is about the time I was involved in a roast session that went completely wrong. I did not expect it to take this turn for the worse, but it did. So when I was in secondary school, aka high school, I believe I was in this must have been like year 11. I think I was year 11. So this was my last year of secondary school, high school. And I wasn't popular. I was kind of popular. I was popular, but I wasn't a popular girl. I was popular for like dancing, because I used to be known as a dancer, and I was popular for that sort of stuff, like performing kind of stuff, whatever, but I wasn't popular per se. But I did have popular friends, and I did mix with some of the popular crowd, and I did also hang around with the boys a lot. So every break time or lunchtime, there will be a group of boys, some of the popular boys in school, that would basically just roast each other. They would have roast sessions, and I would always just go and stand and listen, watch, have a little kiki, little laugh. And that is what I'd done this one day. So they were roasting each other. There was about 3 of them roasting each other. Now, the guy that was getting roasted, he used to sing Joe, I Wanna Know, and he could not sing. So people used to roast him a lot about that. Another people used to roast him about, he always used to have his shirt off, walking around topless, like he's some Tyson Beckford swimsuit model or whatever. Like, so people would roast him about that, and especially about the whole singing thing, and the fact that he couldn't sing, and the fact that he would always go up in assembly and sing songs as if he could really sing. But yeah. So the guy I just described, that was Ahmed. So everybody was roasting Ahmed. So as Ahmed was getting roasted, he basically, at that time, he was actually editing people's pictures, making them funny. Like he was like the creator of memes, okay? Like he used to Photoshop people's pictures, make like little memes, and just, he would roast people that way. So as he was getting roasted, he threatened one of the guys that was roasting him to make basically a picture of him. He was like, okay, cool, that's what you think you're gonna do, watch the picture I make of you. And then I decided to get involved. Why did I decide to get involved? This was probably like the first time I've ever been involved in the roast session, because I'd always just watch and laugh. So I was laughing a bit too hard, and then I decided to add my little 2 cents. I don't remember what I said, but I added a little comment, and then everyone just looked at me like, oh, why is she speaking? Why is she speaking today? Okay. So then Ahmed is like, oh, so you want to get involved, yeah? You want to get involved? And I'm like, yeah, what? I ain't scared of you. And he's like, oh, so you want to get involved? He's like, watch, I'm making one of you too. So I'm thinking, okay, he's about to make a picture of me, whatever. I was just feeling myself at this point, and I was feeling, do you know what, I'm gonna roll the little 2-cent joke I just told, got a lot of kikis, a lot of laughs. So like what's up? And I'm thinking to myself, I'm kind of snazzy with the computer myself, so I could go ahead and whip me a couple pictures up too, like. So then Ahmed is like, okay, cool, watch. And I was like, do you know what? Do your worst. Like, I don't even care. I'll even send you a picture of myself for you to go ahead and do what you need to do. And he's like, oh yeah, you're gonna send me a picture? I was like, yeah, I'll send you a picture. So he's like, okay, cool, when we get home after school, yeah, on MSN, send me the picture. I'm like, I'll send you a picture, like, I don't care. So I'm feeling myself. Everyone's like, ooh. And everyone's telling me like, oh, you should have said nothing, I'm like. So after school, I get home and then I log on MSN, as you do. Like, MSN was lit after school. So I logged on MSN. Who was the first person to message me? Ahmed popped up straight away. I could barely even get online. Send the picture. So I'm like, okay, cool. I said I'll send a picture. I was talking all this in school, so now I have to send a picture. I started looking through all my pictures. I was looking for the best picture of myself I could find. Like, I was looking for the most fleekiest picture ever, so there was no way he could just mess this up. So I found a picture of myself, and I was actually wearing a pink crop top. My hair was actually like this. This hairstyle was what my hair was looking like, and I had on a pink beanie. And then I was like, kind of like looking down like that. I'm gonna try and recreate the picture because like I don't have the picture anymore, but I'm gonna try and recreate the picture so you guys can see. So I had my pink crop top, I had my pink beanie, my hair was like this, and I was looking cute. Okay, I was looking bumped. So I took the picture and I sent it to Ahmed over MSN, and then he received the picture and all he said was cool. So I'm just like, okay, he's not even gonna say nothing else. Like, okay, cool. So then, knowing that he was gonna go and do something to my picture, I decided, let me just try and put some pictures together. So I ended up finding a picture online of a monkey masturbating. It was an ape masturbating, and I got a picture of Ahmed and I put his head on the monkeys, and that was one picture I done. And then another picture I done was a guy with like this Hawaiian shirt, like a resort Hawaiian looking kind of shirt, because he wore this one time. He wore this Hawaiian looking aloha shirt to non-uniform day, and he got ripped. So I remembered that. I took a picture of someone on Google, done a little aloha shirt, put his head on it, and then I also put a mic in his hand, and then I put the, you know, like the song symbol, the music symbol. I put music symbols at the side, and then I put Joe, I Wanna Know lyrics at the side, trying to be funny. So those are the pictures I made. Then once I finished my pictures, I Bluetoothed them to my Nokia lemon phone. Who remembers the lemon phone back in the day? The Nokia that was shaped like a lemon? Yes. So those are the pictures I made. So the next day I went to school late. I'm always late to school. I just always wake up late. So I get to school late. It was maths first lesson, and the maths corridors, basically everybody in my year would be taking maths at the same time. So there's about 7 or 8 maths class, and basically the whole year is just in maths. So I go to my maths class. As I go in my maths class, tell me why everyone just looks at me and starts pointing. They're like, ah, ah, ah. So I'm like, the teacher's like, everybody calm down, everyone sit down, calm down. So then I go to my seat, and then one of the guys that was actually in the roast from yesterday, who I was actually friends with, Emmanuel, he was like, come here. So I go sit next to him. What? He takes out this picture. It's a picture of me printed out on an A4 size sheet of paper in black and white. It's the picture of me that I sent to Ahmed with my beanie, my hair like this and all that. But my head had been put on the skinniest skeletal, I'm sure it was a anorexia victim, anorexic body. My head was on it, and it looked so freaking real. Like, I'm gonna try and recreate the picture so I can show you guys what it looked like, because I don't have the picture anymore, but I need to recreate this picture so you guys can see what Ahmed done to me, okay? And the person's body that he chose to put my head on was also wearing a crop top. They were wearing a crop top, but then all you could see is ribs. Like, it literally was skin and bones, because I was skinny back in the day. I'm still kind of skinny now, but I was really skinny back in school days. So this was like the best comeback, I guess, because I was really skinny. I was flat chested. I had no ass, no hips, no nothing. I was just a skinny stick, and that is what I was known for. And yeah, he literally just put my head on top of the skinniest anorexic patient body person. I don't know where he found this picture, but that's what he did. So everyone's pointing and laughing at me. I'm thinking, oh, for frick's sake. So everyone was laughing for like a good 10 minutes before the teacher was able to calm everybody down. I'm like, okay, whatever. I've got the pictures on my Bluetooth. So I started sending the Bluetooth pictures I had done of him to my other friends so they could pass it around, and everyone was going to pass it around via Bluetooth. And then I thought, yeah, cool, like whatever, it's about to go toe to toe right now. So after maths is done, I leave, and then I turn left to go down the stairs. Right is where all the other classrooms are, because my classroom was right on the end. So at the end of the corridor, turn left, Stairs are right there. You turn right, all the rest of the maths class are there. Tell me why I come out of my class and one of the boys from another class named Kieran Clark, and I used to think he was actually cute back in the day, and he pissed me the hell off because he grabbed my hand, grabbed me, took me right here in front of him, held me, and was like this. He was shaking his head, basically to say, no, you ain't going down no damn stairs. You're going to stand right here and take this, laughing. So everyone knew where my maths class was. We all knew what class each other was in. So everybody came directly to my maths class to surround me in a huge circle and laugh. And you know what makes it worse? Every single person had a picture. Hundreds of people in my year were all holding the picture and laughing at me. I'm being forced to stand there for a few minutes before I get away, and then I go down the stairs. As I'm going down the stairs, my best friend at the time, Annabelle, was standing there, and then she went like this. Oh, have you seen this? I get pissed off. I'm like, hold up, you're supposed to be my best friend and you're coming putting this picture in my face. Don't talk to me. I'm like, don't talk to me. So I go downstairs. She's like, no, what do you mean? I'm like, no, don't talk to me. Why have you even got the picture? Don't talk to me. So I go downstairs into the playground. We had break. We have a 20-minute break after first period, and then we get to go to second period. So the 20-minute break, I went to go look for my other best friend, Zach. So I go to look for Zach. Zach knew about the picture. He was like, oh, girl. He was, yeah, his accent really is like that because he's Canadian. He's like, oh, girl. Then I'm like, can we just go to the drama studio? Because I don't have time for this. Because we always go to the drama studio at break time and lunchtime anyway. So I'm like, I just want to go to the drama studio. I don't have time for this. By this time, I still hadn't seen Ahmed yet. Like, I had not seen Ahmed. I don't know if he came in late or whatever, but I hadn't seen Ahmed at this point. So the journey to the drama studio was the longest journey I've ever taken in my freaking life. So we get down the stairs and we go into the playground. As we go into the playground, people are swarming me. Not just my year, not just year 11, year 10, year 9, year 8, and year 7 all had the picture. People I've never even seen at school before were showing me this picture. Everybody had the picture, and it was just, everyone was just walking around holding it in my face. I'm thinking, really, Ahmed went in? Like, he really printed thousands of this picture? Like, I don't understand. And I started to get really annoyed because I'm thinking, okay, you're in year 7, you're like 12. Who are you talking to? Obviously, when you're in year 11, you're like the big dog. You're like 16, about to leave school, and this little 12-year-old wants to come over showing me a picture. Like, don't get slapped. So after one year 7 boy ran up to me with the picture and was like, ah, look at you, ah, look at you. That's when I got angry. I'm like, okay, we need to get to the drama studio now before I punch this little boy in the face. So we're walking to the drama studio, and then the year 10s, there was these popular girls from year 10. There was like a group of them, the popular girls from year 10, whatever. They came up to me, and one of them, the main one, she says, oh, we saw the picture, so like, we just wanted to help you out. And she takes a Pringles can from behind her back. The Pringles can was open, and from the Pringles can there was sticking out like half-eaten baguettes. There was like chips sticking out of the top of the can. There was obviously Pringles in there. There was like a banana peel hanging out the side. Just all this random food was just sticking out of the top of the Pringles can. And then she's like, yeah, we saw the picture, so like, we wanted to help you out. And she was really trying to be serious, and I just looked at her like this. And after about a minute of looking at her, they all start bursting out laughing. I'm like, cool. So I finally get to the drama studio. I'm with my friend Zach, and we're just in the drama studio waiting for break to be over so we can go to the next lesson. And I'm in the drama studio getting so angry, so heated, pacing back and forth, like saying, oh, what am I going to do? I need to send more of these pictures via Bluetooth to everybody. Everybody in the school needs to have these pictures I done at Ahmed. So then it was almost time to go to the next lesson, so I decided, okay, let's just go. And I decided I was going to lift up my top. We wore school uniforms. The uniform was a black, thick jumper, like a black thick sweater. You can either wear black pants or black skirt, and a school tie and a school shirt. So I decided I was going to roll up my jumper and my shirt, so basically it was like a crop top so everybody could see my stomach and know that that wasn't me, because people were walking around acting as if the picture was real life me, like, and basically Ahmed just got one of my secret photos and exposed me for who I really am or whatever, because everybody already knew I was skinny. But because of the school uniforms and the jumpers being so like big, you could never really tell someone's body shape that well. So I was walking around with my school uniform in a crop top so everybody could see that I didn't have ribs just poking out my skin, and that picture wasn't me. So I'm walking around like, is it me? Is it me? And then I get to next lesson. So as I get to next lesson, everybody's still keying and cackling in my ear. Like, people are still laughing. People still have the pictures. This teacher, he now confiscated pictures from the class. I was thinking, yes, you better confiscate that, because I don't know why my maths teacher didn't confiscate them. But so as the lesson's going on, someone comes into the classroom and says they needed me to come to the head of year's office. And I'm like, why do I have to go to the head of year's office? So I get taken out of the class and I go to the head of year's office. So I get to the head of year's office and she's sitting up on her chair, like leaned like this, with her hands like this. She goes, come in, shut the door behind you. I'm like, what the hell have I done? So I sit down and then she takes out the picture. So she pulls out the picture and she goes, I'm pretty sure you've seen this. And I'm like, yeah, I have. And then she goes, and I'm like, wait, miss, this is not serious. It's just a joke. Ahmed was just playing. I'm okay with it. Like, I'm not hurt by it. It's fine. Like, it's just a joke. We were just joking around. And then she's like, she goes, now, I don't know if I should call your parents, or do you need to speak to someone? I'm like, speak to someone about what? I'm like, it's fine, it's a joke, I'm cool with it. She goes, yeah, but I'm like, wait a minute, miss. I'm like, miss, do you think that picture is me? She goes, this is you. This is a picture of you, and there's hundreds and thousands of copies all around the school. I can't even imagine how you must feel to have your private pictures printed out and be all over the school. I'm like, miss, this isn't me. I'm like, okay, the head is me, that face is me, that is me, but the body is not mine. I'm like, the body's not mine. Ahmed put my head on somebody else's body. It was a joke. Like, it's a joke. She was like, why was this bitch looking at me? Why was she looking at me like that? She was literally looking at me like I was just talking shit, like I was crazy. Like, she was basically assuming this picture was really me and I needed help, and she was going to call my parents, and she was asking me if I needed to speak to anybody, like it was really me and I had an eating disorder. I'm like, miss, it's not me. I stood up out of the chair, I pulled up my sweater just so she could see my midriff area to let her know it wasn't me. I'm like, look, miss, it isn't me, I promise. Like, I don't have an eating disorder. That isn't me in the picture. It was just a joke with Ahmed. And then she's like, okay. She goes, well, shall I call Ahmed in? And I'm like, no, like, I don't want him to go and get in trouble. This is just something we were doing. We were dumb. I made a picture too. Like, if you want to call Ahmed in just because he's had all these pictures printed all over the school, then cool. But don't call him in as if I've got a problem with the picture because it was a joke and I'm fine with it, whatever. And she's like, okay, I'll be speaking to Ahmed anyway. You can go back to lesson. So I go back to my lesson thinking, what the actual hell? By the time it gets to lunchtime, I finally see Ahmed. He's standing all the way down at the bottom of the playground where the benches are, smiling. That's where he usually is hanging. He's smiling. So I walk up to him like, okay, you got me. Okay. See what you did. And he's like, yeah, so next time don't get involved. And I'm like, okay, but I done pictures of you too. He goes, yeah, I saw your pictures, but nobody cares. Like 10 people had my picture. Really, nobody actually cared about the pictures I made of him, because he was a smart one. He got them printed thousands of times and handed them to every single person in the school. So he's like, next time don't get involved and that won't happen to you. So then we had a laugh or whatever, and then that was it. I get home, I go on MSN, and this is the icing on the cake. I go on MSN. I used to dance back in that day, like I said, and I was in a dance school. Now, in my dance school, there was this other girl I was friends with named Shay. She went to a completely different school. She didn't go to my school. We only went to dance school together. Tell me why she sent me the picture on MSN. Tell me how she got the picture all the way in another school. Turns out my friend Emmanuel, who also knows her, he sent her the picture. But yeah, people had it all in my school. People from other schools had it. Like, he really went in. That was the time the roast session went wrong. I should have never got involved. He really did get me. I give you props, Ahmed. You really did get me. But I had to give him his props or whatever. Like, needless to say, I didn't get involved in a roast session ever again. At least not with him. But yeah, I give him his props. He did this thing. But even after all of that and all that he did, this one girl in my year, Callie, when she came up to me at lunchtime, she was like, the pic he used of you was cute though. I was like, yes! I'm like, I'm glad you said that, because I tried to send him the cutest picture I could find. He was like, no, you was definitely cute. She was like, yeah, your hair looks nice and you were definitely cute. The picture was a cute picture. I'm like... So that's it for story time, you guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace.
Yeah, she's got that good stuff. That's Tootsie Time, oh yeah. Comment and like the vid. Subscribe if you wanna. Yeah, she's got that good stuff. That's Tootsie Time, oh yeah. Tootsie Time, oh yeah. Tootsie Time.